Welcome to TuberChat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. This is Emotion, and when we look for this channel, emotion is an extremely popular word and name. So I type in emotion new soul, and the reason for that is because when we get to this channel, we find new soul R&B music from this talented singer and songwriter. Emotion is here as a very dear friend, both as a moderator and a gold member. So we see this channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And we see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Later today, we're going to watch a premiere from Emotion that you can see set up there. I've got my reminder on, and that will be in about 2.5 hours after TuberChat today. We'll go over there and raid. We've joined Emotion many times. That will be a brand new song from our talented singer and songwriter friend. So I've got quite a few names on our wheel for today, and we're going to add some more as we go. Now, members always get added to the wheel right away, so I've got a few on there right now. The Gaming Ham Needs Watches, Ghostly Wins, I Am Betty J Gathers, The Relaxed Joe ASMR, and Annabelle TV are all there right now. Scratch and Pete PA, of course, is a beloved and dedicated moderator here in TuberChat and is also on the wheel. And then we're lucky enough for at least the next hour or so to have Michael's Adventures with us. Now, Scratch and Pete PA and Michael's Adventures are two of the most supportive creators that I've met on all of YouTube. They go far beyond expectations when it comes to giving much more than they expect to receive on YouTube, and they show generosity in multiple ways. So we're lucky to have them both here as moderators. Every moderator in the house here has a channel of their own. They're all dear friends with me, and there is a very long-winded story that goes behind my friendship with them and the reason that they are moderators here in TuberChat. New and W is a brand new creator here in the TuberChat family, so thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I also see Apollo Plays is back in the house. Good to see you here. I know it's been a little while. So for those of you who haven't seen how the wheel and the screen work here in TuberChat, of course we feature channels as time goes on and get to know the creators and their content as well. The wheel works in a special way. We have a robot in the chat called Botissimo. I know you recognize it because it's leaving messages and welcoming new people into the chat. It also keeps this list that is a basically a statistic leaderboard. I'll show you how it works here. I'm just going to change my layout, and what you'll find is that it keeps an arbitrary calculation not just of how long everybody is here, but how much they're interacting in the chat. It takes actually about 15 minutes to get going, so we'll have to look at that after. But when I need names for the wheel, when we get down to about 5 or 6 after the members have been added, then we start adding names from our chat list. Now, it's open to everybody. You do not have to super chat. You do not have to be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. In the case of super chats, we put them on the screen right away. In the case of members, we put them on the wheel right away. Inspire so many. I'm doing great. Hopefully you are too. Thank you for asking. If anybody's mentioned something in the chat, I will have missed it so far. I'm always behind when we get the stream started. I'll catch up soon. So if you have something you want me to see, like a question or a comment, just please save it for another couple of minutes until we're through the introductions, and then add a couple of thumbs up, 3 thumbs up to your message. That should help me see it a little bit easier. At mentioned TuberChat Connect and Grow, and I'll catch it the next time around. I Am Betty J Gathers is coming up now, and like I said, Emotion we're going to go and see in about 2.5 hours for a premiere that he's got set up for a brand new song from this talented singer and songwriter. I Am Betty J Gathers is responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up here in TuberChat. She always reminds everybody and brings a lot of energy, positivity, and motivation both into her videos and everywhere she goes, including here in TuberChat. Barebones Living, good to see you in the house. Cyber Insanity, good to have you back. Facing Reality has a premiere coming up, so they'll be ducking out, maybe coming back in, I'm not sure, but we'll have brand new content on their channel to check out. Daily Devotions with Tony Girl, good to see you here. I believe you've been here once before, forgive me if I'm mistaken. Hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn is here with us almost every day. Have Cheetah Will View is a longtime friend who supports on all of my channels. Jen Kawai, good to see you in the house. Joe Grace, it's good to have you back as well. Mortgage with Me is going to help us save some money, and Motor City Scratchers is going to help us win some money. Multi-Hunter 247 is back in the house. It's good to see you here. Panama City, it's good to have you back. Paralife TV, Shane is bringing us life as a paraplegic. The Bud Files is in the house as well, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Sam's Logs, Trains, and More is in the house, both as a moderator and a member, and Wolf Spirit Productions is a gold member here, and that's okay. Apollo Plays, I appreciate every moment everybody spends. We're all busy. We all have hundreds and eventually thousands of channels to follow, so it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like, so I appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Twisted V Twin Garage is a very much loved and well-respected creator. Good to see you back in the house. And Red Hot Reactions is Steve. He's been making regular appearances lately. John Paul is an 8-year veteran of YouTube, so it's good to see you back, and forgive me again if I've missed anybody. So I Am Betty J Gathers is trying to motivate us with healthy living more than anything else, but it really is a variety channel, so she takes us around and shows us lots of different things. Random live streams, I've had the pleasure of hanging out with her many times, and then here we go with a brand new video that's got a small grocery haul and talking about high prices, which I'm sure we're all experiencing around the world right now. So I'm going to take that video, add it into my catch-up list to make sure I stay caught up and don't fall too far behind. And then thank you, Jennifer Ainger, for coming back in. And Pocket Watch, good to see you back. Thanks for coming in as well. Now, I was just about to spin the wheel, but Ghostly Winds just dropped a super chat on us, and he's been a dear friend for a long time from Australia. So I'm just going to add Ghostly Winds to the screen right now. We'll take a look at this channel right away. Now, this is a longtime dear friend. This is somebody who also goes over and above when it comes to the typical generosity that you see in the YouTube streets here. This is somebody who's been a dear friend and truly has my back, and I wish for everybody to be able to recognize when those friendships start and flourish here on YouTube. You know, one of the probably the biggest thing that people say that they enjoy when asked about their YouTube journey is the friendships that are made along the way, and it's wonderful when you know you have people who truly have your back in many different ways. So oh, thank you, Ghostly Winds. I know I always call super stickers super chats, but I do appreciate the thumbs up from the, I don't know what kind of bird that is that's there. And then the Relax Joe ASMR just dropped another super chat on us, and and then thank you so much for the kind words. Relax Joe ASMR. We'll have a look at that creator's 2 channels in a moment. Naquanda M, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then Apollo Plays. Yeah, so the important thing is to make sure that you're interacting with other creators. Here in TuberChat, we're focused on generosity. If you make the first move, start a conversation with individual creators in the chat, then go to their channel, support them by watching their video, giving them a comment, giving thumbs up, putting the notification bell on, and subscribing, then come back here, let them know you've done that. They'll do the same for you. The more of that you do here, the faster you get added to the wheel. But if you can spend any amount of time, I'll make sure that you get on there. I know it's been a while since you've been here. And then that's okay. New in W, I'm going to hide your message just because it's got too many emojis. We only use 2 or 3 emojis here, but I did read your message, so thank you very much. Things like super chats and memberships are not necessary here. Very much appreciated, of course, but the wheel and the screen are open to everybody, and I know that super chats Chats and memberships are not available on all devices or in all regions across the world. So it helps me out if you do things like give a thumbs up, hang out as long as you can, and share the stream out on other social networks to get more people. I will appreciate that as well. Sean the Great Gamer, good to see you here. Professional Paranormal Research is in the house, and that's okay. New and W. We use the reason why we restrict the emojis here, our moderators will just stop the messages from coming through. But it's not a big problem. It's just that when you go out into other streams that are very similar to TuberChat, a lot of creators get really upset when everybody does some simple things like too many emojis, numbers in the chat, capital letters, and things like that. And when you're out in other channels, you can get timed out and banned and, harassed and things like that. We don't want that to happen to everybody. So we just instill good habits here by keeping those restrictions at the forefront of our mind. I'm just about to miss a channel. Cynthia Seeley, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And we're looking at Ghostly Winds. So this creator brings us in their channel both videos and live streams. And while they are bringing us gameplay, you'll notice that this creator is very energetic. You can feel the fun that they're having while they're playing. Now, they bring us retro games, and particularly, most often from Sega or Nintendo. And it's interesting to me because I grew up with this stuff, but yet Ghostly Winds is able to introduce me to games that I had never heard of in all these years, as well as a lot of the classic favorites. So hopefully everybody will connect with Ghostly Winds. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 800 subscribers that they're thinking about right now. Peter Dell, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And again, I am Betty J Gathers. Do you do too many emojis? So how do I answer that question accurately? Now, I Am Betty J Gathers is reminding everybody to give thumbs up, so it's a bit of a different thing. When we look at that, it's almost like a special exception, if you want to look at it that way. But again, it's not because it's a problem here. There used to be this fear that streams would get shut down and things like that if there were capital letters or too many numbers in the chat or emojis and things like that. And fingers crossed, knock on wood, TuberChat's never had a stream shut down. We're on episode number 398 now. The only trouble we've ever had is with internet connections, but every stream is still there. So we find it not to be a problem here, but I just instill those habits, especially when we have newer people coming into the system, right? Because I know what it's like to get timed out or banned. I've been banned just because the name TuberChat looks like Nightbot or something like that. That's not a joke. And we'll be able to sort that out later. Whenever you have some kind of a misunderstanding like that, you can usually reach out to a host on another social network, and it's just because they have some trigger-happy mods and things like that. But we just want to instill good habits, at least in the newer people coming in, so that they don't have to go through that. I don't want people to have to get banned and, bothered and things like that. It can make people upset. It's not a good feeling. Garden State Gardener, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. One Busy Mama, good to see you here. That's another very much loved and well-respected creator. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, Twisted V Twin Garage sent another super sticker here. Obviously enjoying the music, so thank you for that extra generosity. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel is going to be the next one that goes up after the Relax Joe ASMR. Rarar's Adventures, good to see you here again. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. If I've missed anything that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, please just mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and catch it the next time around. And for anybody that hasn't already signed up for our email list, if you just go to tuberchat.com, all that's there is a sign-up form. And then when we have special occasions like our 2-year anniversary that just passed, or episode 400, that is coming up next Saturday, then you'll be notified well in advance and can set reminders. Yeah, yes, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Why can't, if that's Three Dog Night, Peter Dell, you're absolutely right. And Pallets, Pouch, Perfumes, and Panning is in the house. They happen to be a member, so I'm just getting them onto the wheel right away. Now, Relax Joe ASMR is the second channel from the Weightlifting Geek. So I just wanted to show you this one. Now, ASMR is a very popular genre on YouTube, so we'll look forward to seeing what the Weightlifting Geek is going to bring us on that channel with their particular brand of ASMR content. But in the meantime, the Weightlifting Geek is also trying to motivate us specifically with weightlifting and fitness. Now, I was hanging out with them actually for the first time on a live stream yesterday, where they were literally doing some strongman training, which is kind of cool to see, something I'm definitely not going to attempt, but the Weightlifting Geek definitely has that under control. So thank you again for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Next up is Twisted V Twin Garage, who I actually know well, even though I'm stumbling over the name 3 times here. Twisted V Twin Garage is a very much loved and well-respected creator who's built up quite an audience over the last long time. You can see they do a lot of live streaming. I haven't caught them in a while, but they've got StreamYard panels and a lot of engaged conversation as well. Oh, I see you're doing some People's Convoy stuff. I managed to catch the Canadian convoy during the month of February and did fairly well with that. Pardon me if I've missed anybody. I know Emotion has come in. We actually looked at that channel at the beginning of the stream, but we're going to go and get a better look when we go and visit them for a premiere after TuberChat. The Stock Explorer is in the house as well. They are bringing us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at both the stock market and crypto markets, so we'll look at that soon enough. Twisted V Twin Garage, I know I'm behind with you, so I'm just going to take your latest video, add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. MLW Fishing Man, it's good to see you in the house. And when we look at Twisted V Twin Garage's sub count, we see that they have crossed 3,000 subscribers. Whenever we see a channel with 3,000, I usually say that there is much to be learned from these creators as well as entertained and inspired by, because they're starting to like really move with their channels, and those sub counts are not rare, but quite an accomplishment, right? And so I hope everybody will visit Twisted V Twin Garage so that you can see what they're doing over there and why they're growing so solidly. And they are fully monetized, so lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there. And they have been a longtime friend of TuberChat and obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Timmy Ray the King, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Needs Watches is coming up right now. That's another member, so I already had them on the wheel. We'll see what they've got going on in a second here. Pardon me while I just need a second, and then we'll talk about Needs Watches. Yeah, we've tried that before, Peter Dell, and I can't do it. I could barely get it out once, let alone saying it more than once. Cali King 916, good to see you in the house. Thank you very much for coming in. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're coming by just to say hello and drop that thumbs up. Now, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. So Needs Watches has 1,230 subscribers or so right now. This is a channel that does one thing extremely well. Between videos and live streams, we see that they are talking about watches of different types. Now, there are, lots of different brands, tons of different models to talk about, price points, benefits, and then the ups and downs or how do I say, the good and the bad about these different watches. Now, of course, around the world, there is a huge audience of fans of watches of all types, and they're able to have some very serious discussion. And this is what it's look like. This is what it looks like when we see a very niched channel. And like I said, doing one thing very well, but with a unlimited amount of content potentially available because of such a wide range when we talk about the different watches and things like that. So I hope everybody will join Needs Watches. I've been lucky enough to catch them on a live stream and several of their videos. Hopefully everybody will join them. I'm just going to take this video right here, 5 watches under $1,000. This is a cool concept for a video, as a matter of fact, as well. So I'm happy to see what you've done with this. You can see the professional look that they're giving to their channel as well with their banner and things of that nature. So I want to know, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Vanessa Angel Rose Designs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another creator who collaborates with others. I'm always happy to see creators together, whether it's in StreamYard panels or actually doing challenges together and things like that. And the reason why is because it's a great way to expand your audience. And, you can usually gain, at least in my experience, many subscribers all at once just from being featured on somebody else's channel. Nicholas Family Adventures, good to see you here. And when I talk about that, it goes even when you are doing something similar. So we have, Vanessa Angel Rose Designs has content very similar to a lot of other creators in their audience or creators that they're connected to. But when they collaborate, I still think that's a great idea because you're always going to find new people. It's virtually impossible for anybody to have exactly the same subscribers, even if it seems like your most frequently visiting top 10 or 20 are, coming around all the time. We all have audiences of our own, and even for channels with more than one, or creators with more than one channel, you'll find that the audience are at least slightly different. Pardon me again, just for one very quick second. And we're talking about Annabelle TV. John Paul just grabbed a membership as well. Annabelle TV is actually our brand newest member. So John Paul is getting added to the wheel right now. Now, members are always added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat every day that they're here. So I've just put John Paul on right now, but you'll also notice that he just took over the Stream Boss position. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss. The last person to take over becomes the Stream Boss and therefore gets some extra exposure for a while. As we can see, John Paul will be in that position for some period of time. So Annabelle TV is a creator that I've got to get to know because they're brand new to TuberChat this weekend. So I'm just going to take another mukbang challenge video from you. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up, get to know your content better. And the idea is that every time you're here, I get to know the channel a little bit better, hopefully the content over time, and then eventually the creator behind the channel in a lot of cases as well. So that every time you're here, I'll be able to promote you a little bit better. And then Wicked Awesome Gardening, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. So Annabelle TV is also bringing us shorts videos. I'm not sure if they've started live streaming yet. We'll just have a quick look through their content and see if yeah, it looks like they have. So they're bringing us all 3 kinds of content. So I'll look forward to getting to know Annabelle TV. John Paul is now on the wheel, so I'm spinning, but it is actually going to be time right now for me to get some names from our chat list. So I'm going to do that in a second, and I'll show you how the chat list works if Bottissimo is working properly and on the case today. Wolfsbear Productions is a dear friend, has been for a long time, and they happen to be a gold member. So we see this channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so they're easy to connect to. Now, Wolfsbear Productions is a pure variety channel, but this is run by a truck driver. And she is out on the road with her husband and their furry friend Jester, and they take us on their travels all over basically the United States. And I like to say North America because the hope is eventually they'll cross over into Canada and we'll do a meetup. But they've done that before. They've met up with Brenda Davis, Scrappity Doodah, and they've done other collaborations as well. Now, Wolfsbear Productions has 310 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. Runneth Over Garden and Life, good to see you here. Rogel2M, good to see you in the house. Good to see you saying hello, and hello to you too. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Rarar's Adventures, good to see you here as well. I know you've been here for a while, but thank you for that thumbs up. And again, forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat, like a question or a comment that you meant for me to see. Just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up. I'll appreciate your patience and hopefully catch it the next time around. So Wolfsbear Productions brings us Happy Mail videos. They bring us product reviews, unboxings. Jester has half the videos on the channel and a couple of series of his own, including the BarkBox subscription service that I know the Stock Explorer is familiar with, and a lot of creators here in the TuberChat family are familiar with a lot of the monthly subscription boxes and things like that. So, Wolfsbear Productions recently started live streaming as well. They have this series called Ride with Wolf Spirit, and when you join them, what you usually find is actually a multi-cam setup. They're able to show us their view while they drive down the road, and then they've got a camera out the side window so we don't miss anything, and they've got one on the creator, which is cool, so they can interact with the audience. Purple Tube is a longtime friend of TuberChat. She enjoys helping creators with their YouTube channels as well, and she does pure variety. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Our newest member, John Paul, is coming up on the screen right now, and I've actually had the pleasure of hanging out with them on a live stream not too long ago. Now, they are an 8-year veteran of YouTube, and they recently got the same camera, I believe, as I have here that we were talking about. Now, I don't use the camera on mine. This is a Razer Kaio, an original, and I use it for the microphone. But it does have a webcam and a ring light built in. I'm using the camera from my iMac that just happens to be right in front of me here. But John Paul has done the Razer Kaio, and they're doing a few videos for that right now, as a matter of fact. So hopefully I'll catch them again soon. I'm just going to take one of your replays and add this into my catch-up list so I don't fall too far behind. John Paul is our brand newest member starting today, and fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, we can see he's bringing us all 3 types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. Now, I did say I was going to show everybody how the wheel works, so we're going to pull Bottissimo over here for a second, and we'll see if this thing is going to work like it's supposed to. When I refresh the page, hopefully it's going to catch all of our participants in the chat right now. I'm getting the feeling it might not be working today. It's a paid service, so that's frustrating. Here it is. Okay, so it's working. So you can see that what it does is it keeps this like leaderboard, and then what happens is when I need names for the wheel, like I do right now, then I add names from the chat list. So actually, Apollo Plays is the first channel that I'm adding to the wheel. So it's great. You got on actually earlier than I even thought you would. Pocket Watch is coming up, and Jen Kawai is coming up as well. And I'll add some more names as we need them. I usually do that when we get down to about 5 or 6 names on the wheel. Ace Flaw 1, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, wicked awesome gardening. I got up late today. I was a couple minutes late starting TuberChat. I try never to be late. I try to start exactly on time every single day. And today I should have got up like even 5 minutes earlier would have helped, because I literally I was down to the last minute. I think TuberChat started literally 2 or 3 minutes late, which is not terrible, but still. Digging for Health, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And the Stock Explorer is here. Now, I talked about Nora earlier, and this is a creator who brings us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at both the stock market and cryptocurrency. So everything from beginner tutorials, talking about the fundamentals and helping us get down with the lingo and things like that, right up to advanced topics like puts, calls, and options trading and NFTs in the crypto markets and things like that. Now, this creator often has product in hand, as you can see when they're talking about the companies that we might consider when it comes to investing, particularly in stocks. And the Stock Explorer is very forthcoming about their own portfolio. It's not often that they say, hey, you should go out and buy this, but more often they're typically talking about what's happening so that we can make our own decisions. And they bring us all three types of content: bite-sized information in shorts, as well as videos, and then as well live streams. Sometimes they have charts and graphs to show us, and sometimes they're just having a conversation with other creators about what's going on. And I hope to join them again very soon. So Tropical Buzz is a second channel from this creator. They happen to be in Florida, but they are accepting seeds from all around. Actually, they've done some seed swaps with other creators, and they're going to bring us on their journey while they grow some of these things and let us know what that's like. For somebody like me who hasn't grown really anything for years and years and years and years, it's interesting now. It's so easy to get different seeds from different areas, especially when you have friends that can swap with you, and it'll be interesting to see how, some California peppers might come out in Florida soil and things like that. So we'll find that out from Tropical Buzz. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I know my speeches are getting long again. The Gaming Ham asked a question: has YouTube tightened up on bots and scammers? It doesn't seem like it, the Gaming Ham. Now, they will likely tell us that they do, but they're still, even today I heard from a creator letting me know that the same kind of trolling and garbage that goes on sometimes is out there. So it's unfortunate. Now, they have given us a couple of tools. You'll notice that TuberChat has the 20-minute limit, and you must be subscribed to this channel and watch for at least 20 minutes, or you must at least be subscribed for 20 minutes before you can chat. And that helps with a lot of that, because when you think about what some of the trolls and things like that might do, they usually make an account, come in, say whatever nonsense they're going to say, and then they go and make another account, and another one, and another one, and another one. Now, it's too bad that YouTube doesn't stop that, but at least it gives us a chance to defeat them with their patience, because trolls are out for attention, and for the most part anyway, and when they come in and they have to wait 20 minutes in between everything that they're going to do, it's way too much for them. They'd rather go off and harass somebody else. So that's unfortunate. But then as well, they give us slow mode. And the reason why TuberChat has that on is if a troll did slip in and tried to use a 4-letter word, because they've got to wait 5 seconds in between every letter of that word, they probably won't get it out. Not that it matters. We know what they're doing anyway. But the moderators will probably be able to get to them within 20 seconds before they could get something like that out. Now, you can use these tools, and you don't have to use the settings that I use for TuberChat. One of the reasons I use 20-minute limit on subscribers is because we want people to really understand what we're doing before coming in, so that if they don't like what they see or they don't want to do what we're doing, then that's okay. They can take off, and there's 51 million channels in YouTube for them to enjoy, because we want creators that think similarly, and that comes down to generosity and supporting others and giving much more than we expect to receive. Not everybody wants to do that or will understand it, even in the first 20 minutes and things like that. It's not like every person who comes by your channel makes a decision right then and there whether they're never going to watch you again forever. It's just that maybe they have to see you a few times, right? Mercedes sends us, advertisements through the television, radio, internet, and everywhere else for 35 years. So that when we're ready to buy a car, we might choose a Mercedes, you know what I mean? Or it goes the same for all the car companies. People don't just make a decision right at that moment. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but anyway, these are thoughts when it comes to that. YouTube may do a better job someday of looking after some of that for us, but there's a lot out there, so I tend to be skeptical and cautious a lot of the time. You just don't want to be naive. You don't have to be conservative about your thoughts, about, and terrified and paranoid of everybody or anything like that. You just want to be aware stuff is out there, and then you'll be able to avoid it. So Jen Kwai is brand new to TuberChat. This is the first time we've got their channel on the screen, so I still have to get to know this creator. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes, but I might take this 8-minute one here just to save us some time. I'll add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully they are also subscribed to TuberChat so they don't miss our further live streams. Maybe they have the notification bell on also, and we are always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So I'm spinning the wheel, and we will look at the next channel, which will be Scratch and Pete PA, who goes way over and above when it comes to the idea of generosity on YouTube. He's here as a dedicated and beloved moderator, but you can see in the chat, Scratch and Pete PA truly is looking out, truly has my back, and the hope is that your moderators can enjoy the streams and benefit from them too when they're helping you, so you can take a little bit of pressure off of them with the robots by, let Nightbot tell everybody to follow you on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all that other stuff, and then let the moderators just handle the job of moderating. That could be a help. But you can see that Scratch and Pete PA catches a lot of my mistakes as well, and I promise you I make more than you think I do. For those of you who've been here many times before, you can see how many times Scratch and Pete PA has picked up things that I've missed, and other moderators as well. Apollo Plays is asking, should videos be 4 to 7 minutes on a gaming channel or 7 to 10? So what YouTube says in specifically themselves is that videos should be however long they should be. And Intro to Mills, thank you for coming in. Backlash Fisherman, thank you for coming in. Thank you for that membership. I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away. I did add Georgia Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team, as well, because they are already a member, but Backlash Fisherman is a member now. That means that they'll be added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat every day. That they're here. Georgia Girl just dropped a super chat on us as well, a super sticker with a thumbs up. Thank you for that. I'm going to add them onto the screen next after Scratch and PPA. So YouTube specifically says that a video should just be however long it should be. And I know that's a ridiculous sounding answer, but the truth is, if you make a video that really is beneficial, that could be 20 minutes or 30 or 40, a long video, you don't want to cut out good stuff unless you want to chop it into part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, but I'm not even saying I recommend that. When you have a video that could be done in about 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 minutes, you don't want to fill it with fluff, because that's how you lose viewers, right? Your analytics will tell you. So the answer may be different for all of us. When you look at your retention on your channel and you look at the different videos that you've got, which ones are doing well, which ones are doing not so well, then you'll be able to figure out, hey, maybe my long ones are better, maybe my short ones are better. But ultimately, I do have to agree that a video should just be however long it should be, because, you know, filling it with fluff, like I said, may not help. And then making a video, cutting a video down that could have been more beneficial might be also not as helpful, because you want retention. You want people to be watching longer. The biggest YouTubers who do these kinds of things, when we talk about Sean Cannell, Sonny Lenarduzzi, Roberto Blake, all the crew at Think Media and video creators and things like that, these YouTubers will all say minutes matter most. It's most important for you to make people watch your channel as long as they can. And that can help by running playlists or having people watch your videos through playlists and things like that. And Sam Slogs Trains and More is saying, you know, he cuts out some of that stuff as well. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to, everybody. One of the things I haven't mentioned today, actually, is if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yeah, it's a thought, but, you know, I'll tell everybody this as well. While we consider, like, you know, we wish we could make our videos perfect, right? And there is no perfect, because perfect is different for every single creator, right? And if I ask everybody here right now, without thinking, you have no time, list me the first five videos you ever made, with the exception maybe of Scratch and PPA. I bet you that not anybody would be able to come up with them, because you can't remember. It's not going to matter. Now, it does matter for the channel. You always want to be putting out quality over quantity, in my opinion. But again, even for that, you have to make your own decision, right? I try not to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do with their channel. Even if it sounds like that, I try not to. The idea is just to share my own experience with the things we learn here together, so that we can all make the best decisions for our channels, myself included. And, you know, like I said, if I can't remember the first 5 videos that I put on my own personal channel, because it doesn't matter now. There's 100 or 200 there, you know, whatever it is, right? And you just keep hopefully getting better as time goes on. I think it's impossible not to, because instinctively you get better. The one thing I can tell everybody that I really recommend is watching your analytics. Even if you're not a nerd and a geek like I am, you don't like staring at graphs and charts and statistics, I love that stuff, so I'm very lucky. But you have to look at it. If you continuously just look at your analytics, you will find patterns and you will gain instinct as to what can help you. The YouTube cheerleader is in the house. That is my YouTube BFF. Vern's Junk Closet is here as VMAX Show. Thank you, my dear friend, for the super sticker as well with the cheerleader. I really do appreciate that. That is Vern's Junk Closet, and she is actually going to be joining us next Saturday for episode 400. She joins us every 100 episodes, and her and I will be having a much more in-depth conversation about a lot of the topics that can help with your channels and videos, and we do take a lot of questions from the chat as well, so that we can really get a discussion going. So if you haven't already seen episode 100, 200, or 300, I hope you'll go back and watch those. They're featured on our front page. You have like a week to go and watch them, and then Vern and I will be together this Saturday for episode 400, so I hope you'll join us for that. But we will look at her channels in another moment after Georgia Girl, because she also dropped a super chat. Mary Queen Longman, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then, forgive me for anything I'm missing in the chat. If anybody mentioned something specifically that you wanted me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will catch it the next time around. Motor City Scratchers, I don't know how I missed a super chat from you again. I think this is like the second time that I've missed this. Forgive me for that. My speeches get long. That's the only excuse I really have. They actually dropped a super chat or super sticker right before Georgia Girl. So Motor City Scratchers is going to be up next. And that'll be a fitting transition after Scratch and Pete PA, because they're both in the lottery ticket scratching genre. So thank you for that. Motor City Scratchers has done that many times before. I really do appreciate that extra support. And this is what I'm talking about. You know, Scratch and Pete PA particularly has, you know, been able to catch hopefully everything, but you know, a lot of different things that I miss. And I really do appreciate that help, because I can't even imagine what would happen to TuberChat if it wasn't for Scratch and PPA helping. So many people would get upset because, you know, one of the things that that is very frustrating for a lot of creators that I've seen. You know, I've given what I feel is my share of super chats as well. I continuously do that. But when I am out there and I see a lot of people, I say creators all the time because we're here in TuberChat, but what I mean is viewers. A lot of participants in the chat get upset when they give a super chat and it doesn't get recognized. Sometimes you have busy chats and it's hard for the host, and some people will understand, but super chats, people want their message heard, I'll tell you that right now. So, VMAX Show is the second channel from Vern's Junk Closet. Now, she happens to be a member as well, but we'll look at her channel right after Georgia Girl. So Motor City Scratchers is going to come up next. Now, Scratch and PPA has an interactive series of videos. You get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you join Scratch and PPA on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, which of course I do. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique, and a lot of fun to be a part of. And when you visit him, he premieres these videos every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail. So I've already got my reminder set. He usually posts those on Saturdays to give it a few days to percolate in the YouTube algorithm and things like that. Skins Fan All Day, good to see you in the house. It was Skins Fan All Day's birthday yesterday. They've been a longtime friend of TuberChat, with us pretty much from the beginning. So I hope everybody will wish them a happy day after your birthday. And Kelly Family Adventures, it's good to see you in the house as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Philip Lemon's in the house as well. Scratch and PPA has these premieres that result in one of the fastest chats you'll see on YouTube, faster than TuberChat, faster than most others, because of the overwhelming support that he gives to other creators. Scratch and PPA literally has built up an incredible reputation as both a moderator and a supporter. He seems to be everywhere all the time. It's the reason I started using that phrase to describe a lot of creators. Pardon me just for 1 second. And we will talk about Motor City Scratchers. They have been, this is a dynamic couple of creators actually, and they've been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters to TuberChat for a very long time. Michael's Adventures, thank you. I really do appreciate every moment that you can spend. Michael's Adventures is a dear friend and incredibly supportive and incredibly generous creator who goes way over and above for others. Hopefully everybody will connect with him. Even though he's heading out just for a work schedule. So Motor City Scratchers does live streams as well as videos and shorts. So when you catch them on a live stream, it's a lot of fun as well. Now, there are a lot of channels in the lottery ticket scratching genre, and each channel does things a little bit differently, but it's kind of cool because Motor City Scratchers comprises a couple of creators, and they together are able to bounce off each other during the live stream. I think they have a really good flow. You know, sometimes you see a couple of creators that will be together, and this is not just on YouTube, but they have trouble not talking over each other, like my entire family at every family gathering that we have. But sometimes you find a couple of creators who just naturally fall into a rhythm together, and Motor City Scratchers definitely has that. They, even though their live streams are very fast-paced and high energy, they always are warm and welcoming as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They've got almost 2,100 subscribers on their channel right now, and they have been fully monetized. So they've got super chats and memberships available when we get there. So I hope everybody will connect with them. They're here with us frequently in TuberChat. I'm just going to get Georgia Girl, I Am Every Woman the Dream Team on the wheel or on the screen right now. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Skins Fan All Day is returning the birthday present and more actually. Skins Fan All Day has actually given us several super chats here over the last couple of years. Skins Fan All Day, I really do appreciate that. They actually changed their name a long time ago, and for the life of me, I can't remember what on earth it was. I'd have to go back and look. But Skins Fan All Day has been incredibly supportive, both here in TuberChat and to other creators. When you visit them on their channel, they always have engaging live streams, usually about sports, but sometimes they're just hanging out. We heard some almost karaoke from Skins Fan All Day yesterday. Georgia Girl, I Am Every Woman the Dream Team also brings us a variety in content, both with shorts, videos, and live streams. They post frequently. Now, I'm just going to take your latest video here, your replay. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list so that I can stay caught up and not fall too far behind. Georgia Girl typically does very short videos, usually a minute, 2 or 3, and then live streams that are of various lengths. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And Kicking It with Harold and Friends, my sound is good, so it might be something on your end. And then Georgia Girl has over 700 subscribers right now. We'd love to get her a couple of extras just so that we can keep that 700 locked in and have her not slip back below that milestone if YouTube decides to play games with her numbers in the next couple of days. But Georgia Girl has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. So next up is Vern's Junk Closet, and this is the original channel from VMAX Show. Vern's Junk Closet is very much known as the YT Cheerleader. She is very knowledgeable in all things YouTube. She wishes to help and motivate everybody with their videos and channels as well, and she shares her knowledge, and she has a variety channel as well, so she does a lot of other things here. Now, on Vern's Junk Closet, you might find product reviews, unboxing. She does a lot of sponsored videos. She has a lot of people sending gifts and different things to her to do Happy Meal videos. She does series to try to help you save money, as well as the live streams where she collaborates and does a lot of interviews with other creators. So Vern's Junk Closet has over 4,700 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther on this channel towards 4,800. You can see that she's fully monetized with super chats and memberships available when we get there. And I'm going to show you her second channel that she came in with today, VMAX Show. My YouTube BFF. Vern's Junk Closet and I have done several live streams together, both on her channel and mine, and here in TuberChat for every 100th episode. Now, next Saturday, we're expecting to be together again for episode 400. Vern's Junk Closet wasn't feeling well the last few days, but hopefully you're back to 100%. I see the post coming through the Instagram group. She has a special group for her members. She does a lot of giveaways and gifts and things like that for her members as well. So Vern's Junk Closet is an extremely generous creator, and this is where we get a better behind the scenes look at the creator behind Vern's Junk Closet. This is VMAX Show. Again, another variety channel, but this is where she shows a lot of other, product reviews, unboxings, try-on hauls, and sometimes just a chit-chat as well. So hopefully everybody will follow her on both channels. So I'm just going to see what you've got going on this one. Thank you for the super chats with both channels, my dear friend Vern's Junk Closet. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. And like I said, to you, she is the YouTube cheerleader. To me, she is my YT BFF. She is inspirational in the creation of TuberChat, but has been a dear friend all this time. We speak frequently, and she always jokes about this when I'm in her chats, but we talk on the phone, particularly Instagram. Really, I'm using Instagram for a lot of calls these days, but it's always hey, do you have a few minutes, and it turns into a couple of hours every time. So we have that kind of friendship, for which I'm grateful. I'm just going to take another video that you've got here. I saw your latest one. Hopefully she'll put another video on VMAX Show shortly. but I'm going to use this just to stay up with the content a bit. And with 635 subscribers on our second channel, we'd love to push that towards the 700 that we know she's thinking about. So next up is Skins Fan All Day, and like I said, it was their birthday yesterday, and I was lucky enough to join them for their celebration, and here it is right here. And they were doing a handful of different things, but I've joined Skins Fan All Day many times. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend to TuberChat for a very long time, since just about when TuberChat had started. And I know they're supportive to others because I see them when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams supporting others as well. Now, they're doing extremely well with over 5,100 subscribers, and I'm not surprised just because they're such an engaging creator. You know, I say dynamic creator, and I use this for a lot of the people that we see coming through the TuberChat family here, but it is really meant to describe creators who are able to captivate their audience. That's really what I mean by that. And there's lots of different energy levels that can make that happen. It's not exactly charisma, but it's in that arena. But Skins Fan All Day definitely has it, and you can see that just in the thumbnails that they've got here. They're a lot of fun, but they're able to keep a really engaged conversation going. And yesterday we got a bit more of a great look at the creator behind this channel. So they're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And of course they are bringing us shorts, videos, and live streams. And they post frequently, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that, sometimes even multiple times a day, as we can see. So thank you for your super chat. Like I said, Skins Fan All Day took over the stream boss position, which is the video game life meter you see under my camera there. And they will have some extra exposure for a while for that reason. And Vern's Junk Closet earlier dropped a highlighted milestone message through the chat as well. What those are is a special message that looks like a super chat, but it's colored green for the members, and it is something that is added at no extra cost when you are a member on a channel that has them enabled. So you get one of those every month, and it's kind of cool. And it's also cool that it knocks a bit of life off of the stream boss as well. So hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I saw somebody mention Jeremy. Did Jeremy D-Day or JD Knight 7 come through maybe? There's Jeremy D-Day, yep. And if anybody has mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So we're looking at Pocket Watch. I'm still getting to know this channel, so I'm just going to take one of your unboxing videos here and add this into my catch-up list. I can't believe I did that. I didn't think I shut my microphone off. I've done that a million times too. Thank you, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. No, I missed that, and I've just got Mrs. VSNC09 onto the wheel right now. Lele Scratcher Lottery is coming in as well. Now, I just added a video from Pocket Watch into my catch-up list, and that is so I can get to know their content a little bit better. I'm still getting to know this channel. Jay's Journey Lifestyles, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, Apollo Plays. I've done it many times, but we're good now. Luckily, the moderators catch that when I do that. So Pocket Watch is somebody I'm still getting to know. This is the reason I like putting channels on the screen here in TuberChat, so that over time I get to know the channels eventually the content as I watch more videos, and hopefully the creators behind the channels as well. And the idea is then I can give you a, I can promote your channel even better every time you're here. That's the idea. So Pocket Watch has been with us for a little while. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Peter Dell, I'm in Ontario, Canada, same time as New York, so it's 11:05 Eastern. And Peter Dell comes to us from Australia, like Ghostly Winds and all that fluff and stuff. Get to the Farm is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm just hoping I'm not missing anybody. Keeping Up with Queen Eva is also a member. So I've got them on the wheel. And then if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And then if you have the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that as well, as it helps get a couple more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. So we're going to take a break for about 3 minutes. We're going to come back and we will look. Actually, let me spin the wheel and we'll see. We'll look at our next channel, and that is going to be Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. All right, we are back, kicking it with Harold and friends. Good to see you in the house. And thank you, Vern's Junk Closet, my dear friend, for another comical super sticker. I really do appreciate that extra generosity today. In another hour and 20 minutes, we're going to go and watch a premiere from our dear friend Emotion, who is a talented singer and songwriter here as both a moderator and a gold member. And we will be able to see a brand new song from that talented singer and songwriter. So we'll do that right after TuberChat. We'll do a traditional raid today, so I'll start dropping links about an hour from now when it gets close to the time. But we've got a lot of time to put a lot of channels on the screen. We're going to get to as many as we can. During the break, I added a couple of extra names to the wheel a little bit early. So we've got Rarar's Adventures, as well as Bare Bones Living and Garden to Table with Heather Lynn. Apollo Plays, yeah, you've been on the wheel for a long, long time. You were the very first creator to be added to the wheel, actually. So the trouble with the wheel is this. It takes a little while to get onto the wheel, but it's random. We never know where it's going to land next, so it can be any amount of time. We've had creators many times come in, get added to the wheel, and come up on the screen right away, and then we've had times where it's taken a couple of hours. Garden State Gardener, thank you so much for coming in. That's Joe. He does a handful of different things on his channel. He comes to us from the homesteading community, but also has a wild live stream every Sunday called Sunday Fun Day, where they do a lot of giveaways and often have 100 people watching at a time. So I hope everybody will connect with them. They're an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So thank you, Garden State Gardener. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. And today seems to be an overly busy Monday again. So Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is Tracy, and she brings us beauty products in many different ways. Usually with a product review or a almost haul type of video, but she's actually expanded a bit of the content on her channel now to give some tributes to some of the retro television shows we might recognize, like the Golden Girls, who, I also happen to be a fan of. Macmillan and Wife is something I didn't ever see, but I know that name very well, and a friend of mine who's a wedding DJ actually renamed his company exactly after that because his last name is Macmillan. But Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. We don't have a sub count on this channel, but that's okay. We just want to push her towards her next milestone, whatever that might be. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, whether we're working on our first 5 subscribers, 10, 50, 100, 1,000, or even more. We just want to do all we can to push each other along. And we'll be looking forward to getting this channel up to 500 so we can see that community tab pop up. But Tracy is another creator who is bringing us both shorts as well as videos and live streams. You'll notice she's got some featured channels here as well with some familiar faces. Now, when you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audience and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages that way. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. That's where the strong and solid foundation for our channels really comes from. If you have featured TuberChat on your front page, then please make sure I know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Sweetheart's Custom Creations is in the house. Patch a Retro Gamer is a longtime friend of TuberChat. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. And I noticed that Rock Chick Beauty has dropped a super chat on us. She has done that countless times. I was actually on a panel with her last night. Corinne's Life was live. She's one of our moderators and a dear friend, and she had a great panel. I think it got up to 8 or 9 people at one point, and there was a lot of familiar faces in there, but Rock Chick Beauty was on there as well. So Keeping Up with Queen Eva is another member here in the TuberChat family, so of course she was put onto the wheel as soon as I saw her in the chat. There's another channel where we don't have a sub count, but we know this one is over 500 because they have their community tab there. Now, they are also bringing us shorts and videos. I'm not sure if streams are something that's going to come up, but I'm going to take your latest frozen Greek yogurt snack challenge video and add that into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Keeping Up with Queen Eva. This is another creator who I see out supporting others when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself as well. So I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now because we are in the second half of the live stream. Tomlin Girls, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. If I've missed something that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I think we see a new video. Yes, this is a premiere that's coming up today actually after TuberChat. So not too long after we go and watch a premiere from Emotion, about 20-25 minutes after that, Rock Chick Beauty will have new content for everybody. And she is somebody who allows and encourages people to connect in her premieres and live streams the same way that we do here in TuberChat. This is a creator who actually reset and restarted their channel just under a year and a half ago. And you can see the effort that they put into presentation, both in their thumbnails and then on their banner, on their avatar. Now, they say Rock Chick Beauty, but there's actually a lot of other products here in this channel as well. She's actually just done a brand deal with this Cherries haul video, which is really cool. I'm always happy to see creators get the sponsored deals that they're looking for when that's something that you want. And we see that Rock Chick Beauty, of course, is bringing us shorts as well as videos as well as live streams. So hopefully we'll catch one of those soon as well. Granny B, aka Noni May, it's good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Amoy Official, good to see you here. Thanks for coming back in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So thank you one more time, Rock Chick Beauty, for another super chat. Like I said, she's done that countless times, and I really do appreciate that. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn is coming up next. This is a creator who's with us just about every single day. John H. Shelton is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a member, so I've put them on the wheel right away as they've just come in. We'll look at both of their channels when we get to John H. Shelton. So Garden to Table with Heather Lynn is another creator who wants to help us learn how to grow different things, be self-sufficient, and there's a lot of other variety on this channel as well. This is somebody who's bringing us a lot of shorts with bite-sized information as well, and hopefully we'll see more of those because they're starting to get some activity on some of these. And then they give us a lot of updates, so a lot of their videos come into series. I just want to look at something for a second. Yeah, Garden to Table with Heather Lynn is really splitting up a lot of their content into playlists, and this is a great thing that most creators can do. The reason why is because you will find people that will binge watch some of your content, maybe not all. Even in a channel that's very niched, you can still usually split up your content in different ways, and that gives viewers a chance to watch a series of videos that they enjoy from you. And of course, when we talk about the idea we mentioned earlier, minutes matter most. You want to keep people on your channel as long as you can. Chris and Larry Homestead happens to be a member as well, so we've got them on the wheel also now. And Apple Tree Urban Homestead, I know I gave you a quick hello while we were on break in the chat, but it's good to see you here. And Garden to Table with Heather Lynn has 132 subscribers, so we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. So we'll spin, we'll get another channel up here. Now, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Hilda DC is being added to the wheel right now. She's a member of our moderator squad, and I see that Sweetheart's Custom Creations has dropped a super chat on us. So thank you for that. Thank you for the kind words. For that reason, your channel will be the next one that we look at before I spin the wheel again. So I've got that ready to go. The gaming ham is up right now. This is a creator who brings us a lot of gameplay. I'm going to take your latest video. I know it's short, but I'm going to add it into my catch-up list because I want to see what you've done here. This is a different kind of video for this creator. Typically what they do is they bring us gameplay, but this creator happens to be an advocate for the amateur radio community, which is lovingly known as ham radio, and therefore we have the name The Gaming Ham. Sometimes you will find them actually talking ham radio while they're playing the games, which is really cool, and they try to mix that up. Vern's Junk Closet gives wishes of love and light to everybody everywhere she goes. You see that in the chat, and again, that is the creator that is going to be joining me this coming Saturday for episode 400 of TuberChat. If you haven't had the opportunity to watch episode 100, 200, or 300 in the past, I hope you will. Those are featured on our front page and easy to find, and you'll get an idea of what to expect next Saturday, where Vern's Junk Closet and I will have a different kind of live stream than we usually do here in TuberChat, and it'll be a 2-hour discussion about tips and tricks that you can use for your channels and your videos. There have been a lot of updates in the last 6 months, especially this past week, so we can talk about all these things. Sweetheart's Custom Creations is up right now, 169 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. They are bringing us shorts as well as live streams and videos. Now I'm going to take your latest live stream. This is a gameplay video for Fortnite, but I'm going to take this and add it into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. And obviously Sweetheart's Custom Creations is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Four Corners Custom Products is coming in with a super chat again. They've done that countless times, and they're putting that up actually on behalf of Intro to Mills. Pardon me just for a second. So thank you for that. Four Corners Custom Products, like I said, has done that countless times here, but they're an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I see them out supporting others constantly when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself as well. So thank you as well, Sweetheart's Custom Creations, for a super chat from yourself. And next up is going to be Intro to Mills, and then we'll look at Four Corners actually. Four Corners Custom Products brings us merchandise. We'll talk about that when we get their channel up here. Now, Intro to Mills, much like Emotion, is an official artist channel. So we'll have a look at that right now. Charlene Heel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Intro to Mills is bringing us original music, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. 699 subscribers, so we must have looked at this yesterday. I must have said 700. We were hoping they wouldn't slide below. But they did, so I'm hoping that we can get a couple more subscribers for Intro to Mills. Now, this is a long-time loyal and dedicated supporter to TuberChat as well, so I hope everybody will connect with them. And we've actually seen merchandise from Intro to Mills on Four Corners Custom Products channel. Oracles and Beyond, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Did I catch you? It must have been yesterday morning, I think, that I caught you. Oracles and Beyond does oracle readings, and they've actually got another couple of creators that collaborate with them regularly as well. Danny Day's Homestead, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope that you will. We're really doing well today, and I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time to give that thumbs up. But we're doing well. We're getting very close to 100 again, and we have a great chance of hitting that today. So Oracles and Beyond happens to be a member, so I've just put them on the wheel right now. Four Corners Custom Products is coming up. And we'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. They are posting frequently, actually, and Four Corners Custom Products, like I said, is an incredibly supportive creator. I run into them regularly. Arlana Flowers, good to see you here. I'm just taking your latest premiere. Oh, I didn't realize I already set the reminder on that. I've got your reminder on for that premiere. That's coming up today. Oh, actually soon, in not too long. So after TuberChat today, we'll have brand new content on Four Corners Custom Products to watch as well. So what this creator brings us is a behind-the-scenes look at the creation of merchandise, and that can go anywhere from hats and shirts to mugs to just about anything that can be printed. And this is a great way to monetize both channels and businesses outside of the traditional methods. You see merchandise, anybody who's ever worn a band t-shirt or, grabbed a coffee mug from your favorite company will understand that that can be done for your own channel or your own business. So it's great that we have Four Corners Custom Products as a friend in the TuberChat family that can both show us how this stuff is done so we can understand, as well as be used as a resource when it's time to come out with merchandise for yourself, if that's something that you want to get into. It's been a while now, but they actually had some hats from Intro to Mills. You'll find that on their channel as well. When you look, I think I missed a channel coming in. I could be wrong. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then, if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly, as it helps get a couple more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. So Backlash Fisherman is coming up, and this is a creator who has grabbed a membership. So we put them on the wheel right away, and there's Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream. Kid Wonder has been with me just about as long as Vern's Junk Closet, as a matter of fact, for well over 2 years, well over 2.5 years now. Kid Wonder, will look at their channels when they get up here, but they're a very loyal and dedicated supporter and a generous creator as well. So Backlash Fisherman is somebody I've had the pleasure of catching many times in live streams. They've done a lot of these ride-along streams. They do it almost every single day. I think they actually do it twice a day, but a lot of other creators join them as well. So they always have a lively conversation, and they're usually going either to work and back or different places. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well. They show us different types of fishing, but a lot of other variety on this channel as well. This is somebody I might group in with the homesteading community, but you see a wild looking fish up there on the banner as well. So they're bringing us shorts, videos, live streams. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And you can see that they've got well over 1,000 subscribers now. They're halfway on the road to 1,100. So hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther. And they are literally our brand newest member. So let's get Kid Wonder up here. He's got actually 4 channels for us to see. Now, it'll be interesting because Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream, I actually caught him live a couple of weeks ago, and we played this game that you see here, 8-Ball Pool. It's a game that I had played many times before. I've been playing that game literally for years, just casually. And it's just ironic that I happened to catch Kid Wonder playing that same game. So I said, hey, we have to collaborate and play. So if you look at Kid Wonder's channel here, I've posted this on the community tab a couple of times, but this is Kid Wonder versus TuberChat in a match. We played for about an hour together, so that was really cool. Now I can see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to take your latest replay and add that into my catch-up list for this channel. And Kid Wonder has actually had memberships with 2 different channels. He's got 1,500 subscribers over here, so I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 600 he's thinking about. And when we look at Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, we see the main channel from this creator. And Kid Wonder has been with me for well over 2.5 years. This is a creator I was introduced to right away in probably Vern's Junk Closet's community, or between the two. The Hoops Family Network originally introduced me into the small YouTuber community about 2.5, almost 3 years ago. And Kid Wonder is somebody who's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter right from the start. He was with me on my personal channel before even starting TuberChat, and was so unbelievably supportive that he was the first channel chosen out of the TuberChat family to be featured on episode number 2 of TuberChat, and then his other channels were featured later on. But I just go through that story because I want you to understand what a loyal and dedicated supporter Kid Wonder is. I'm just going to take another video from you on your main channel, add that into my catch-up list. You can see he's fully monetized here with Super Chats and memberships available. Now, when we look at Kid Wonder's in random news, we're going to see another channel that he's just started. We'll see if he's going to continue this one here. 5 subscribers right now. And then Kid Wonder, the Mukbang Show, is another channel that he's got set up. Outgoing Azzy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. The Mukbang Show with Kid Wonder is another channel that he's got set up with 59 subscribers already, so hopefully we'll push him a little bit farther over here as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Oracles and Beyond is playing with the custom emojis that we have for the members. I'm always happy with that. Hopefully we'll add some more eventually. I might take out some of the ones that don't get used and change them up for something a little more fun. The good thing about memberships, when you have those on your channel, if you're somebody who looks forward to that, is that you can change your channel custom emojis and badges as often as you want. Pardon me just for a second here. All right, pardon me for that. Very good, Kid Wonder. It's got to be a challenge. You know, I have one creator who I kind of run 4 channels for. He actually looks after one of them almost exclusively because it's mostly live streams. But I still do like all the SEO and thumbnails and presentation and descriptions for the most part and things like that. But even myself with 3 channels, for those of you who haven't seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of TuberChat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And we have a separate channel set up where all that music is featured with a virtual 24-hour live stream as well, where you can meet more people the same way that we do here. Here, and we have link drops over there as well. So, Lele Scratcher Lottery is here with 412 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. We'd love to see the community tab pop up for this creator. We see that they post frequently, so usually a couple times a week as a minimum, but they've got a lot of shorts as well. I'm not sure if Lele Scratcher Lottery has gotten into live streaming yet. I don't think so. So maybe that's an idea for the future, but you know, the lottery ticket scratching genre and community of channels features a lot of, or includes a lot of very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. What I find here is a lot of supportive creators that are very generous even outside of their community and genre, right? A lot of these channels follow each other and are very supportive, but then they spider outside and support others in other communities as well, which is great to see. And so, yeah, Pocket Watch, thank you very much. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Even if you're just coming by quickly to say hello or give that thumbs up. So we're at 99 right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Pardon me just for a second. My allergies are driving me nuts again. So Mrs. VSNC09 is coming up in a second, and I'm just going to get their channel ready to go, and then I got to get you to pardon me for a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, Apollo, please. I've still got you in the same position on the wheel, right under Sam's Vlogs, Treens, and More. We will be seeing your channel 100% for sure. Once you're on the wheel, 100% for sure we see your channel, whether you're here or not. I know not everybody could stay for 2.5 hours every single time that we stream, and I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. But the longest wait is just getting onto that wheel. Oh, thank you. Yes, we've passed 100, so thank you for that. Chris and Larry Homestead, thank you. And thank you, Pocket Watch. Yes, thank you, everybody, for those 100 thumbs up. It's become a common thing, but we don't hit 100 every day. And part of that comes down to reminding, right? So you wonder to yourself, why do creators always remind everybody about the thumbs up 1,000,000 times? Or should you remind everybody? And I think absolutely yes, you should. If you can make that flow into your content so that it's not just, you're not just talking about, hey, give me thumbs up and share me out and the content comes second. If it's the other way around, you can really do well. But like I said, even I have to be reminded. I've been on YouTube for 5 years now, and I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up sometimes. It's something that can be missed, especially when people are on phones. But if somebody comes into your channel, whether it's on a video or into a live stream, and they are right away wrapped up in the content, it's easy to start watching and forget that. So it's not a problem to remember people. I absolutely encourage everybody to remind people as much as you need to. So pardon me for a second. I'll be right back. Is driving me bananas, so I gotta get a allergy med happening. Oh, pardon me again, just for 1 second, and then we're going to talk about Mrs. VSNC09. And I'll whip my green screen back into place. For those of you who haven't seen it, on my personal channel I did a review of this portable green screen, which I love, and as you can see has been used well over 400 times because I've used it for other live streams aside from TuberChat. But I absolutely love it. So Mrs. VSNC09 is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And this is somebody who, again, seems to be everywhere all the time. So when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into Mrs. VSNC09 constantly. Not just regularly, but constantly. And more than just supporting, they're always engaging conversation in chats as well. And when you engage true conversation in a live chat, whether it's a premiere or a live stream, you're actually doing a great service for the host because you're sending true engagement signals into the algorithm. Now, Mrs. VSNC09 does well with this because even on their channel, they lead a conversation in their live streams. Half of the content on this channel or more revolves around the royal family, and they do extremely well with that. They've got a loyal and dedicated audience that's very engaged. It's worth following this creator just so you can see what I'm talking about, because they get true conversation going in the chat. They lead that conversation well by being very versed in their content and theme and genre, if that makes sense. Like I said, it's a lot of royal family coverage. But Mrs. VSNC09 actually has a variety channel, and they bring us a lot of different content, both in the form of shorts and videos and live streams. And we can see that they've got one coming up tomorrow. I've got my reminder on. I'm hoping I catch this. I should be able to, and this will be an Ask Me Anything. Oh, it'll be a members only Talk Tuesday, so we'll have to see how that works out. But they do have memberships and super chats available on their channel when you get there. They've got almost 2,400 subscribers right now. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels if I can. We've still got about 45 minutes to go. And then we're going to watch a premiere from Emotion, who is our talented singer and songwriter, who is our talented singer and songwriter friend who is here both as a member and moderator. And we'll raid that, and I'll start dropping links in another half hour or so. Oracles and Beyond is a dear friend to TuberChat and has been for a very long time. Now, this is somebody who's extremely warm and welcoming on their channel. What you'll find more than anything else here is a lot of live streams. They do videos and shorts as well, but they give free oracle readings. Now, interestingly as well, when you can see there, even some of the thumbnails here show you the fact that they've got panels going on. They've got other creators joining them. This is the one I was talking about from yesterday. And so you'll get multiple versions of ideas that can give you some insight as to what's been going on in your life, what's happening now, what might be to come. And she's always got an engaged conversation going on in her chats as well, because she's built up a loyal and dedicated audience. She will allow and encourage everybody to connect in her live streams as well, so you'll meet more friends and family members when you're over there. And again, that's Oracles and Beyond. The host name is Cassie. And she's very considerate about making sure everybody is welcome and connected in her channel and live stream. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We'd love to push her towards the 1,700 subscribers that she's thinking about right now. Teller Maid is back in the house, a longtime friend of TuberChat and Pet Rock Media. It's been a little while, but it's great to have you here. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. We're all busy, and as we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. But as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. So I appreciate you coming back in. So let's spin the wheel. I see that Camp Silky has come in. They happen to be a member as well, so we've got them on the wheel. And I will add some more names as we need them after we get through another couple of channels. Bare Bones Living is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. They're here with us frequently. And I see them out supporting other creators regularly as well. Here's another example of the featured channels that I was talking about. That's a great way to trade favors with other creators and get your channel featured on a lot of other creators' front pages like this. It's great for recognition. Cosmic Cultivators, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I thought you were just here yesterday or the day before. Am I mistaken? Yeah, Cosmic Cultivators is here with us frequently. Like I said, I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. So, Bare Bones Living has 305 subscribers right now. I'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. I'm just going to take your latest video here, April Garden Tour, and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Ironically, today, every Monday we run our live stream very early. It's usually at 10 a.m. Eastern, and the reason why is because I got to take off afterwards. I usually visit with my parents, and my dad is very much interested in growing a lot of different things, including a couple of vegetables. I think he's going to do tomatoes and probably some herbs and things like that. Not that I'm versed in it. I just help him set the stuff up. He does that stuff for himself, but I'm going to work on that today. So more and more, because we have so many gardening and homesteading channels coming through TuberChat in the last year, now I'm starting to find myself curious about how to get some of this stuff done. I might even try growing some tomatoes, just to see what it's like. I haven't grown anything since grade school. When we were in school, they used to have us grow different things, and I forget for the life of me what it was. But my parents, growing up when I was a kid, had a garden as well, and they grew a lot of stuff, zucchinis and tomatoes and cucumbers, and I forget what else was there, but you know, my sister and I had to keep our stuff out of the garden and keep the dog out of the garden and things like that. But Bare Bones Living obviously has a lot for us to learn on their channel, so I'm looking forward to learning some more as the content continues over here. And like I said, they're extremely supportive, not just here in TuberChat, but I run into them regularly when I'm out supporting others. There's Sunflower Bees Food Reviews, the second channel from Retro, Oregon. I think we had your channel on the wheel yesterday when our internet connection cut off and we lost the stream. That's been happening again all weekend. So Kristen, my love, is going to go and try to get our router taken in, and she's probably going to give lashing to the internet company, because we've been through this too much, right? When you start to think about how much money you're actually paying for your internet connections and stuff, it's like, hey, we need this to work. And I'm sure everybody can be understanding that things, you know, can have problems once in a while, but once it becomes frequently, then it's, you know, it gets to be a bit much. It's like, listen, you know, it's not about the money. It's not about, you know, anything other than the fact we need this thing to work. So please make it work. We're in 2022 now. The stuff should just work, right? Anyway, Rar's Adventures is here with 89 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the, maybe up and over the 90 they're thinking about today, and a little bit closer to 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever. However, we've got more creators willing to support each other than ever before. So it's great that we've got so much support out there. We'd love to push each other along as much as we can, but if anybody hasn't already connected with Rar's Adventures, I hope that you will. They're here with us frequently in TuberChat, and we'd love to get them up and over that milestone. Runneth Over Garden and Life, thank you so much for another Super Chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to make your channel the next channel that we look at. Goodness, my typing skills, you'd think would get better every day as we go on. And Samsung's trains and more. Yeah. I don't know what's been going on the last couple of days, but we'll keep our fingers crossed for today. We even lost the end of our stream on the 2-year anniversary, which wasn't fun, but that's okay. It happens from time to time. For anybody that doesn't already know, so the way we handle that is if we lose the stream within the first hour or hour and a half, then we usually restart one time. And the reason why is because I don't want everybody sitting there wondering if it's going to work and waiting and things like that. If it goes twice, we're done for the day no matter what. But hopefully that won't happen again or very much. And thank you, Charlene Heel, for the share on Twitter. If anybody does have the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. So Runneth Over Garden and Life is coming up next, and this is a channel that just dropped another Super Chat on us. Thank you for that. For that reason, we put them up right away, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. The Bud Files, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Interesting, Camp Silky. You have to wonder about that, right? When so many people are having internet troubles. Now, there's a website you can look at. I'm just going to type the words here. You can get the link afterwards. Down Detector. Now, they have this in most countries, but they also have an app. And what that is useful for is when you're having internet trouble, you can go to that website, you know, one way or another if you can get there, and that can tell you if it's you or if it's them. Now, not just with the internet, but with other services. So, like, there was one day that Facebook was down, right? And Twitter sometimes has trouble. Even YouTube has trouble. You can find out if it's them and not you, right? Southern Sandy Crafts is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Rar's Adventure shared on Twitter as well. Thank you for that. Anybody who shares or who either tweets or retweets for TuberChat gets added into our Twitter list, and that is well over 100 creators now that are active in the TuberChat community and on Twitter. Maybe people you can trade favors with and get some more traffic coming into your videos from Twitter as well. So Runneth Over Garden and Life has 556 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them up towards the 600 that they're thinking about. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated couple of creators here. I'm just going to take your latest video here, Eggshells Part 3, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. We can see that they've got a lot of shorts videos as well. And I'm just going to have a quick look. I'm not sure if streaming is something that has happened yet with this channel, but it might be something we'll look forward to afterwards. So thank you again, Runneth Over Garden and Life. Like I said, they dropped a super chat on us, so we just wanted to get their channel up right away. And oh, sharing on which platform has more value for the algorithm. It's not that maybe any particular one is better than the other. That I wouldn't be able to know, Charlene Heel, but it is a great question. So when I talk about that, let me just show you the website I was talking about for a second. Like I said, they have this localized in a lot of different countries, but you can see this gives you an idea. So JP Morgan's having trouble, Instacart's having trouble. Some of these different things show you what was going on. YouTube's fine right now. Google's fine right now. But that's what I was talking about. Now, when you share on an outside social network, right, of any kind, it doesn't have to be a social network. There's lots of ways to share, lots of ways to get people to start watching your content. When you get somebody who was not already watching YouTube at that moment to start watching YouTube with your content, that's called starting a session. It comes from the idea of a browser session like Chrome or Firefox and things like that. And it's one of the best things you can do for the algorithm is getting somebody to start watching YouTube with your content. The object then is to keep them there as long as you can. But the outside social networks really lend themselves greatly to be able to make that happen, if that makes sense. So whether it's an email or a tweet or a Facebook post you can share in groups, or even if you're just telling people on Instagram or TikTok to come over and stuff like that, it is one of the best things you can do for the algorithm. Almost probably the second best. Minutes matter most is what you hear most often, so keeping people as long as you can is the goal. Playlists are great for that. But secondly, starting a session is an idea. Glory's Reality, good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Nordic Drift Coaching is here as well. I'm going to have to start moving a little bit faster through channels. We want to get as many on the screen as we can today, and we've got just over a half an hour to go, and then we're going to go and raid a premiere from Emotion, who has got a new song. That's a talented singer and songwriter who's both a member and a moderator here. So I'm just adding a few names onto our wheel right now. I've got Charlene Heel on there. Cosmic Cultivators has been added. Wicked Awesome Gardening is coming up, and then I'll add some more as we need them. What we're looking at right now is Hilda DC. She's another member of our moderator squad. Now, she's a very much loved and well-respected creator. When you visit her channel, whether it's for a premiere or a live stream, you will see a wild, fast-paced, high-energy chat running always. Part of that is because she posts so consistently. It's almost every single day, whether it's a premiere or a live stream. But she's built up an incredible audience, and this creator is also extremely supportive, motivating, and positive. What you'll find in their content is a lot of positive reinforcements or positive affirmations that are spread throughout the content, both by the robots and on screen and from the host. Apollo Plays, I don't want to keep anybody here any longer than they can be, but your channel is on the wheel. 100% we're going to see it. I don't know if you can tell, but I highlighted it there. I know it's hard to see on the if you're on a phone, but we will 100% be looking at your channel. We've only got a half an hour left on today's live stream, so it's up to you if you have a half an hour left to go. Chris and Larry Homestead, you're still on the wheel. And we've got quite a few names on there, so I'm going to get through as many channels as we can. Now on Hilda DC's channel, you're going to get shorts, videos, and live streams, and most often what you're going to find is a mukbang style challenge or product review. She's introducing us to many different things, like for instance this cookie and cream Twix review. I'm not sure if we have that in Canada. Now Hilda DC is going to introduce us to a lot of different things we may not have in different countries. I find that in the United States they usually have about 10 times as many things as we have in Canada, and that's probably because our ratio of population. But you'll find a lot of stuff here with Hilda DC, but she's always fun, extremely positive, and also extremely supportive to everybody as well. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I don't know how I missed that. Wicked Awesome Gardening is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Lonnie Songs and Other Things has dropped another super chat on us, so they'll be the very next channel that we're going to look at. I should have had them on the wheel, but I missed that. Scratch and PPA luckily caught that. For any of the members, I'd love to I'd love to be perfect, but it certainly is not the case. I make as many mistakes as anybody else, maybe more if Scratch and PPA was to count. But members are supposed to be added to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat. So if you ever come into TuberChat and you find that I haven't added you to the wheel right away, just please don't be afraid to give me a nudge and let me know, because I'd rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it, and I have missed that a few times. But Lonnie Songs and Other Things also just gave us a super chat. They've done that many times before, a super sticker in particular. And we'll make that channel the next one that we look at for that reason, and then I'll get back to spinning the wheel right after. Wicked Awesome Gardening is here with 1,580 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even up and over the 1,600 that they're thinking about. And I've already got a reminder on for your Wednesday night live. Now, I hope I catch you. We talked about this yesterday or the day before. They've got, is it Rochelle? I didn't know her first name, actually, from Brampton Gardner, but that's a fellow Canadian and somebody who's been a friend of TuberChat for a long time. So it's going to be great to see a couple of creators collaborate in that way. And then Digging for Health, you hadn't been added to the wheel yet, but I'm adding you on there right now. And I'm going to try to get as many names on as many channels on the screen as we can in the next half hour before we go and visit Emotion for a premiere that they've got set up. And pardon me, Lonnie Songs and Other Things is coming up right now. Thank you one more time for another super chat. Like I said, they've done that many times before. Now, they're doing a lot of live streaming lately, but we also see shorts and videos from this creator, so I'm hoping I catch you live again soon. But I'm going to take your latest replay and put it in my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. New and W is a brand new channel here in TuberChat. Now, I know that a lot of creators are here for a long period of time, and it's always my pleasure, Hilda DC. I know a lot of creators are here for a long time. The wheel is run by a robot called Bottissimo, and it keeps this leaderboard here where you can see a list of creators in the chat. It's not just about how long you're here. It's more about how much you're interacting with everybody, and the robot is able to keep track of how much everybody's interacting. This is how I choose channels to be added to the wheel or the screen, is in that order. So it's a thought. It's much much more about not just how long you're here. So I know sometimes it's a long wait, but again, we've got enough time to get probably 20 more channels on the screen in the next half hour, and I will do my best to get to as many as I can. So Chris and Larry Homestead is coming up right now. I'm going to add some more names to the wheel in another moment, but the key is you must stay active in the chat. So let me show you also something you may not have seen. I keep an extra window open here. I pause the stream, but the chat still runs, and this is how I keep track of the chat. I don't do the best job of keeping up, but I try. VR Josie, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. The robot's in charge somewhat, Nordic Drip Coaching, or at least I use it for an excuse and something to fall back on, right? But when you click these three dots, and this is, I'm not sure how easy this is to do on a phone, but on a computer you can go into your participant list, and you see all the people who are participating in the chat right now. There's always more people watching than chatting, almost always on every stream or premiere. But when you have not left a message for a minute or so, your name drops out of the participant list. So there are constantly names coming in and out. Now, if you can imagine, it only takes me a moment to go over there and have a look at who's still in the chat. It's very possible that at the second that I go and look, you may not have left a message for a minute. Therefore, I'm not sure if you're still here. So it's easy to miss channels. That's why, even though I'm putting channels up in order, it may seem out of order. Somebody like Digging for Health, who's been here for the whole stream, got overlooked the last time that I went through the chat just because they hadn't left a message in a minute. Now, we definitely don't want spam. I don't want people to say the same things over and over again. That's against YouTube's community guidelines and stuff like that. But if you stay active in the chat, you can simply just reach out to other creators, talk about what they've got going on their channel, talk about, we don't want to do self-promotion, but you can mention what you've got going on to a point. We just don't want, come over to my channel, guys, and things like that. But it's fine to have conversation. You can ask about the weather or what you're doing, or, how things are going in their area of the world and stuff like that, and that can get conversation going. So Chris and Larry Homestead is a powerful channel with almost 8,700 subscribers. They're growing rapidly, and when we see sub counts this high, I always say, no, you're not going to be taken off Apollo Plays. Yeah, you're still there. You're still in the same position. So Chris and Larry Homestead, when I see channels that have sub counts this high, I always say, there's much to be learned from these creators, as well as entertained and inspired by. Apollo Plays, now, one of the things that we got to keep in mind here is, I know everybody's interested in their own channel. I know everybody wants to see their own channel on the screen, but I can give everybody a hint right now as to how TuberChat works. When I put a channel on the screen, everybody does not run there to subscribe. That's not how this works at all. It's the opposite, as a matter of fact. I think actually no matter what channel I put on the screen, it almost comes to a point that nobody cares, right? And I don't mean that in a harsh way. What I mean is everybody's focused on their own channel. A lot of people are here busy, working on their channel, bouncing in and out, supporting others. When your channel's up on the screen, it gives me an opportunity to describe to people what you do on your channel and tell the story about my friendship with the creator or the different things that I've learned. But in this particular case, people do not run to that channel to support them. That almost never happens. I'm sure a couple of people might do that, but it's rare. It's just not the way that things work here. And when we put channels on the wheel, unless I make a mistake, they don't get taken off. So once you're on the wheel, your channel's guaranteed to be seen. And like I said, it runs by the robot that we have. And I put channels on the screen for two reasons. One, we need something to do while we're here for 2.5 hours, because the whole reason we named the channel TuberChat is because the activity goes on in the chat, not on the screen. It's not called Tuber Screen. It's not called Tuber Guy. It really has nothing to do with me. I don't even need to be on the screen, and everybody can still meet each other in the chat, right? The focus here is on generosity and supporting others. The other thing too that I can let everybody know, everybody's watching what you're saying and doing in the chat. That goes for everybody, right? People, especially who've been here many times before and are seasoned pros in this game, understand that by watching what you say in the chat, they can get an idea of your intentions and whether you're going to be a loyal or dedicated supporter before they will connect with you. Most of the people who've been here many times before are cherry picking their connections. That's what I do. That's what I recommend everybody to do as well. So the idea is to make the first move, support other creators, start with a conversation, and you'll find yourself with loyal and dedicated supporters in that way. So Cosmic Cultivators also comes to us from the homesteading community. They've got almost 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer. And they've got a lot of playlists here. This is a great way to entice viewers into binge watching a lot of your content. Like I said, when we talk about Minutes Matter Most, for anybody involved in Shed Wars, they might go into this. There's a lot of creators who participate in the Shed Wars challenges. You can go here and watch like 8 videos in a row. That's great news for retention. So this creator is also bringing us live streaming, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that, and I hope I can catch your next one. Obviously they're posting frequently, so I'm going to try to rifle through some channels. I did say I want to get as many on as I can. Arshcam Boy, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then I really want to try, not that it matters, but I'm just saying, I really want to try to be perfectly transparent. What I wish for everybody, the whole reason why I'm here, if you ever wonder to yourself, I want you to get what you want out of YouTube, right? Most of us are here. Monetization is on a lot of people's minds, but that's not it. There's a lot more to this. And whatever it is that you came to YouTube for, I truly want you to get. We can help. Here in TuberChat, we're gaining friends that become loyal supporters that will really give your channel a solid and strong foundation. But there's other tips and tricks. We can share our experience here, and everybody can make better decisions for their videos and their channels. That's what I wish for you. So in that way, I try to be transparent about exactly what we're doing here so that you can maximize the time that you spend. I really do appreciate every moment everybody spends here in TuberChat, and the goal in the beginning was to help everybody so that it will be easier for the people who come after us than it is for us. There's a lot of frustration that comes along with YouTube as well, as you can tell today, but we can help other people not have to go through some of the harsh lessons we've had to learn, make things move faster for them. And by helping other people, you'll always be looked at as maybe in the eyes of a mentor or something like that, and people will support you for helping them more than anything else. That's why I focus so much on generosity. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, good to see you here. Thank you everybody for the reminders of the thumbs up. Those really do help. We've done well today. Cooking with Miss Brown, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then the other thing too, I'm going to try to just focus on channels now, but the other thing too is we want to instill good habits in everybody here, because when you get out into other channels with trigger happy mods and hosts that have a little bit less patience and stuff like this, you can find yourself banned, timed out, and there are a lot of bad feelings that come along with that, and I don't wish anybody to have that either. So we want to make sure that everybody can, first of all, maximize the time that they're spending here, but so that you have an easier time and you can work faster when you're working on your channel out in the YouTube streets with other channels as well. There's a lot of people who will allow you to connect and grow with other creators the same way that Sam's Vlogs Trains and More will do. You're welcome to meet more people, and you likely will when you visit his premieres and live streams when you're on his channel. He brings us a lot of train videos, sometimes indoors, sometimes outdoors, a lot of stations, a lot of trains. Sometimes he's taken a ride, sometimes he's given us a look around, but as well he gives us product reviews, unboxings, and vlogs, and random live streams. I think he has a Q&A coming up. Is that today? Oh, it's today. Yeah, he rescheduled that to be just a few hours from now. Yes, I'm not thinking. He does that every Monday at about the same time. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members in there while we talk about Sam Swag's Trains and more. And then he often does streams specifically allowing people to connect in this way. He's been a member and a moderator here for a long time. New in W, I'm going to add some more names to the wheel shortly. I know you've been here for the whole live stream and you're brand new to TuberChat. I'm going to add you actually right now. I'll get a couple more names on it. I'm going to rifle through channels. Now, I can't promise that we can get to everybody. My speeches got a little bit long there for a moment, but we always get to as many channels as we can. Now, Apollo Plays is at the top of the list, so hopefully it'll come up soon, but it's going to come up guaranteed anyway. And then, yes, the Gaming Ham, we always have to make sure that we trust our moderators because they do have the power to ban creators and delete comments and all that stuff. Corinne's Life is in the house. She is a member and a moderator. Now, members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Camp Silky is up here right now. They also happen to be a member, so they were put onto the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat today. They've actually been posting frequently, so I'm just going to take your Cut Up a Tree video. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Camp Silky has 128 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. We can see they're bringing us a lot of shorts as well, and like I said, posting frequently, which is great, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. There's obviously much to be learned from on this channel as well, and then they're here with us almost every single day. I think they might be here every day as a matter of fact. So let's spin the wheel, and Apollo Plays, my pleasure, thank you. We will be looking at your channel in the next 20 minutes for sure. It's guaranteed. And then Charlene Heel is coming up. I know, you know, it takes a little bit of time to understand exactly how things work here in TuberChat. We've been doing the same thing for a long time now. You know, it's been 2 years. And there are a lot of other great growth streams out there. They all work a little bit differently. But here the program is just about the same, but I know it takes a moment to understand exactly how everything works. We just, like I said, want everybody to get what they want out of YouTube, and here you're going to find loyal and dedicated supporters. So Charlene Heel is definitely one of these people. She is somebody who seems to be everywhere all the time. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into her regularly, supporting others and engaging conversation. She brings a ton of energy as well as positivity and motivation everywhere she goes. She's doing both shorts, videos, and live streams on her main channel where she brings us natural healing, coaching, and transformation. And when we look at business services and opportunities, we see a second channel from the same creator where she promises to bring the same positivity and motivation with the added bonus of opportunities to build wealth as well. And then Mr. Fulton Mraz has got a birthday celebration for their mom this Wednesday. That will be very cool. And then, yeah, Apollo Plays, it seems that way. The wheel has a lot of nicknames because of that. A lot of creators have named it the Wheel of Wait, the Wheel of Patience, the Wheel of Unknowing. And then the official name, of course, is the Wheel of Doom. But that was dubbed in by a friend of ours, Mr. Naz, way back in the first year of TuberChat. Runneth over garden and life. Did I miss something? Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, I do appreciate that. Thank you for the reminder to everybody. If anybody hasn't given a thumbs up, I hope you will. I really do appreciate those. It really does help. This is Corinne's life. Her channel and focuses on everything that is Corinne's life. She just put out a new video. I'm just going to grab that and put it into my catch-up list. I actually joined her on panel yesterday here for a chill and chat. That's Hilda DC and Sam Slog's Trains and more. She was joined by about 4 or 5 other guests, as a matter of fact. Now, Corinne's Life does a lot of live streaming. She'll always allow and encourage people to connect, so you'll meet more friends and family members when you're over there. She's been a dear friend for a very long time. She brings us vlogs, a look behind the scenes at product unboxings and reviews, sometimes random chit-chats, sometimes themed live streams, and then as well shorts, as we can see here. She also is a small business owner, and she does merchandise and just about anything that can be printed. So anything from shirts to hats to mugs to Christmas ornaments, vinyl stickers, and things like that. So it's wonderful that we have a channel to learn from about that kind of thing, like Corinne's life here, and then we can use her for a resource when it's time to think about merchandise for yourself. You've seen some of her merchandise pop up in the YouTube streets. Even TuberChat has ordered from Corinne's life, and you've seen that from our moderators in their Christmas videos. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, good to see you in the house. And Craig's Outdoor Adventures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Allie's Craft Pursuits is a member, so we're going to get her onto the wheel right away. Apollo Plays is coming up right now. They've been in the pole position on the wheel for a while. This is a creator who is, I thought you were brand new to TuberChat. No, I forgot. You've been here before. It's just been a long time. Forgive me for not remembering that. I used to not put notifications on for everybody, but I do when it's possible now, so I've got your notification bell on as well. Allie's Craft Pursuits, like I said, is a member, so I've got them on the wheel now. And Apollo Plays, obviously, is bringing us gameplay, but they've also, it looks like they've got some art videos and a bit of variety in their shorts as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy this. That looks like a beautiful piece of art there. I am not artistic, so I can't draw things like that, but that's cool that you've got something like that to share. I'm just going to grab a link for our raid that is coming up. And Apollo Plays, I had forgotten this, actually is a longtime friend of TuberChat. It's just been a while since they've been here, but they're here for the first time again today. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Now today, live redirects don't seem to have rolled out to every single creator. So when we do raids here in TuberChat, my expectation is that we're going to do them in the traditional way. The live redirect will be a backup as well. When it works, we'll send it to the raid channel. When it doesn't work, we'll send it to our music stream. And let me see what I can do about adding a couple of names to the wheel in another moment. Let me spin and we'll get another channel up here. How much time each week do you allocate to watching and commenting on other creators, please? So to be very honest with you, I run a lot more videos than I watch. So for instance, my work season is about to start again. I'm going to be outdoors Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays in another week or so. In days like that, for instance, I might set up a playlist of about 25 videos from different random creators, and those are split between the statistics that I keep for the people who are most active in TuberChat, as well as members, as well as Superchatters, as well as moderators and things like that. I'll make up a playlist. I might comment on all those videos right away and then run the whole playlist afterwards. So that's a trick that can get a lot of videos watched. I have gone through as many as maybe 300 videos in a week. I think you can, the way that I do it, you can get up to about 350 if you did it every day without fail. One playlist in the morning, one at night. If you do more than 50 videos in a day, YouTube starts giving you a real headache with the comments because they think you're spamming. So you got to try to mix those up as well. But I watch as much as I can. So when I'm watching live streams, I often have a screen with 4 windows open at a time. And then I go through watch later lists and my catch-up list after the TuberChat live streams. I try to watch as much as I possibly can, but it's the same for everybody. So it's really hard to judge how many videos I actually am able to watch as opposed to streams. You'll see me when you bounce in between live streams and premieres. Craig's Outdoor Adventures, I run into them constantly, right? But I'm just lucky enough to be able to have, like, on both at work and home, I have dual screens. So one of those screens might have 4 strips of windows like this here. You'll see there's our music channel there, and I'll keep 4 of these in a row going at a time. All logged in, of course, but that's an idea, and that can really help you get through a lot of stuff. So it's got to be always 100 in some way, shape, or form through the week, but it can get up to a few hundred if I'm really aggressive. I'm lucky enough to have another device that's got a couple of playlists running as well. So Digging for Health has 573 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. I'm going to add channels to the wheel a little bit more as we go on. We'll get to as many as we can in the next 10 minutes or so. We've got a premiere coming up from Emotion, and I've pinned the link, so you'll be able to get to that anytime you want. Anybody can go in there. We'll all go in together in another 12 minutes, and I'll leave this live stream running right up until the last moment so we can clean up our connections here as well. Outgoing Azzy's doing well with their shorts videos, which is great. I'm just going to take your April garden tour, digging for health, and add that into my catch-up list. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but obviously we've got a lot to learn from this creator as well. Not sure if they've started live streaming yet, but they've got a lot of shorts videos as well, so they've got a lot of variety in content for us to see. Let's spin. We'll get one more channel up here, and I'll add another couple from our chat list. It looks like we're not going to be able to get to every single channel today, so forgive me for that, but you'll be able to meet more friends and family members while we watch Emotions premiere. We're all going to go over there together and raid, and after that premiere, we'll go back to the music channel. That has a virtual 24-hour live stream where you're always welcome to hop in and meet people, and we have link drops over there as well, which is easy. Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter. Craig's Outdoor Adventures, we're going to go and raid them for a premiere that they've got going on that's set up in another 10 minutes or so. And then I am Betty J. Gathers. I'm older than you think I am, that's for sure. Hopefully I'm not missing too much in the chat. So John H. Shelton actually has a couple of channels. This is a creator who's done who's so unbelievably generous. They've actually done 2 shout-out videos for TuberChat, one on each channel. So they've got 4,300 subscribers here on their original channel with Super Chats and memberships available because they're monetized. When we go to John H. Shelton Extras and Bits, we see a second channel from the same creator where they bring us more variety as well, and a lot of skits and reviews and things like that. Craig's Outdoor Adventures is coming up. I'm going to see what I can do about another couple of channels. Mary Queen Longman has been with us for a while. Pet Rock Media has been with us for a while. And we'll spin. We'll get another channel up here. I'm just going to go as fast as I can, and we'll get as many on as we can. No NW is a brand new channel for TuberChat today, actually. They've been here for the whole live stream, but we'll see what they've got going on their channel. I'm going to add the bud files. New and W has 114 subscribers already. I'm hoping we can give them a warm welcome into the TuberChat family and push them a little bit farther, maybe even up over the 115 that they're thinking about. And they got a new iPhone review. Interesting. Oh, that's a trailer for a review you're probably going to put up later. Let me see what I can find in your videos. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm going to take one of your videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes if I can find one. Most of yours are longer and shorter, but I've got one here, a Roblox video. I'm going to add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Boxdem General, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Craig's Outdoor Adventures is coming up right now. Like I said, this is another creator who I run into frequently supporting other creators when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams. They've been engaging the conversation here in the chat today, for which I'm grateful. When you engage true conversation in a live stream or premiere, you're really sending great engagement signals into the algorithm for that creator. So Craig's Outdoor Adventures is somebody who's not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way, and is a very engaging creator as well. 1,250 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. They're halfway to 1,300, and we can see that they do a lot of shorts here as well. Now, I forget if you've done live streams. For some reason, I thought so. but I might be mistaken about that. So maybe that's something that's an idea for the future. But Craig's Outdoor Adventures is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And like I said, I run into them frequently when I'm supporting others. I'm just going to grab the link for our raid again. I'll drop this a couple more times. If you want to head over there, the live chat is already running for Emotion. And they have got a new song that we're going to hear from that talented singer and songwriter. I think that's a short premiere today, but either way, after that, we'll go over to the music channel. So you've got lots of opportunity to meet more friends and family members. Emotion is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's here both as a moderator and a gold member. I think I missed a channel that I meant to put on the screen. So I copied Mary Queen Longman there twice. Arlana Flowers will come up. And Joe Grace. And the Bud Files is up here right now. Now, this is another creator who's here with us frequently in TuberChat. One of the things that has to do with getting up onto the wheel is whether you're active in the chat, right? So it's not always about how long you're here. Now, the Bud Files is here with us frequently. This is another creator that I actually run into frequently when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams on other channels as well. So I'm going to put Danny Day's Homestead on the wheel. That's going to have to be the last 5 channels that we're going to look at for today. So forgive me for anybody that I didn't make it onto the screen today. We'll be back again on Friday. Saturday's a very special day for episode 400. And if anybody hasn't already watched 100, 200, or 300, I hope you will. They're featured on our front page. You'll get an idea of what to expect. It's a different kind of live stream when we get to 400. The Bud Files, I'm still getting to know their content. So I'm going to take your candy shop video here and add that into my catch-up list. And I will give that a watch in the next couple of days. Let's spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. If anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Joe Grace is up here right now. This is another creator who makes frequent appearances here in TuberChat, a fairly new channel with 31 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther up towards the 35 or maybe even 40 that they're thinking about. They're obviously bringing us a lot of shorts videos as well. And I'm just going to take your latest video and I'm going to add this into my I meant to add it into my catch-up list so that will help me catch up, make sure I don't fall too far behind and get to know your content a little bit better. Of course, the idea is that as time goes on, I'll be able to promote you better every time you're here as well. Ali's Craft Pursuits is coming up next. This is another member, so they were added to the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat today. And Ali's Craft Pursuits is bringing us a lot of crafting videos, but also a lot of video gameplay. Lots of live streaming lately. She's got 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that she's thinking about. She's a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and has been for quite some time here on TuberChat. She's got a lot of shorts videos as well. And when you can visit her for one of her live streams, you'll find that she's warm, welcoming, and engaging as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. I also end up running into Ali's Craft Pursuits regularly when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams for other creators myself. And there you go. Yeah, Danny Day's Homestead. We have new creators coming into the YouTube system all the time. And it's great that you're putting out content so frequently. That will certainly help, even in the long term. Arlana Flowers is coming up right now. This is another creator who's been making frequent appearances into TuberChat. What I'm going to ask from everybody is to check out this link that I'm putting in the chat. Again, it's pinned also, but this is where we're going next for a premiere from our dear friend Emotion. The live chat's already running, so you've got people over there that you can visit and connect with while we're there. It might be a short premiere today. I'm not 100% certain. And then we'll go to the music channel after, and everybody can continue meeting the same way that we are here with link drops over there. Arlana Flowers has 1,160 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that she's thinking about. She brings us shorts and videos. I'm not sure if she brings live streams as well, but I'm going to take this Porsche event meetup. That'll be interesting. We'll take that video and add it into my catch-up list. My favorite Porsche model is a 959. That's the one with the really, really big back end. And it'll be interesting to see all these different vehicles in that video. So I'll be looking forward to that. Not that I'm any kind of a car fanatic or anything like that, but you know, nice looking cars are nice looking cars. What can you say? And we see a few creators who bring us some of that as well. Danny Day's Homestead is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on with their channel. I'm going to leave this live stream running right up until the moment that Emotions premiere begins, so that we can clean up our connections here. But like I said, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members over there as well. Danny Day's Homestead has 172 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. I'm going to put VR Josie on the wheel right now because we got time for one more channel. And then I'm going to take your first harvest of 2022. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. The idea, of course, is as time goes on, I watch more and more of your content, get to know your channel a little bit better, and then I can hopefully promote you better every time you're here. Danny Day's Homestead is somebody who's both here in TuberChat frequently and out supporting others. I run into them constantly. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here. I'll drop the link for our raid again in a moment. VR Josie is coming up. This is another creator who came to us originally from Instagram. They've got a couple of channels. I'll see if they've got them featured on their other on their front page. This might be their second channel, but they might have changed the name on that. So they're bringing us video gameplay with 58 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther to up and over the 60 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about. And then we'll take a look at their second channel as well. And the last channel that we'll look at today is going to be Mary Queen Longman. I'm not sure if this is VR Josie's second channel or not, or if I've made a mistake there. I forget for the life of me, so forgive me for that. Let's drop the link. Mary Queen Longman will be the last channel that we look at. I will come over to Emotions premiere in a couple of minutes, and like I said, you can continue meeting people over there. Then we'll go to the music channel afterwards, and everybody will meet more friends and family members, and we have link drops over there. So you got lots of opportunity to meet more creators in the next premiere and stream. Mary Queen Longman, we'd love to push towards 1,300 subscribers. They're another creator who's here with us frequently in TuberChat. I've just taken your latest video, added it into my catch-up list. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here in TuberChat. We're back Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give Emotion a thumbs up on the way in, and I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Thanks again, everyone. Bye-bye.